The Forgetful Magician. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there lived a magician named Marvo the Marvelous, though everyone secretly called him Marvo the Forgetful. His hat always drooped sideways, his wand slipped from his hand like a wet noodle, and his spell book was filled with notes that looked like chicken scratches. Still, every evening, the townsfolk gathered in the square to see what kind of delightful disaster he'd conjure up next. "Ladies and gentlemen," Marvo announced grandly one night, his hat sliding over one eye, "prepare to be, dazzled, I think." The sun dipped low as Marvo set the stage, his shiny hat, glittering cape, and a cage of plump white rabbits ready for his classic trick. The audience leaned forward eagerly. "Now for my famous rabbit trick," he declared, flipping open his spell book. He squinted. Was it abracadabra or avocado cadabra? He waved his wand anyway. Poof! Instead of a rabbit, a burst of colorful confetti shot out of his hat. The crowd gasped. "Ta-da!" he said weakly as confetti landed in his hair. Determined, Marvo tried again. "Okay, rabbits, let's behave this time." He tapped the cage gently. "Hop out." The rabbits did hop out, onto two legs. Then they crossed their arms, snapped their furry fingers, and started breakdancing. "What in the name of magic muffins?" Marvo shouted, stumbling back. The audience roared with laughter, clapping to the beat. "Wow," cried a little boy, "best magic show ever." Panicking, Marvo flipped through his spell book. Counterspell, counterspell, this one. He waved his wand again. Poof! His hat turned into a spinning disco ball. Lights scattered everywhere as funky music somehow filled the air. "Oh no, not again," Marvo groaned. The rabbits strutted under the lights, grooving in perfect formation. The audience cheered louder, shouting, "Encore!" Marvo tried to take control. "All right, calm down everyone, I can fix this." He flicked his wand, boom. Fireworks of glitter exploded into the sky. Now the stage looked like a carnival. Rabbits dancing, glitter raining down, the disco ball hat spinning wildly. "Marvelous Marvo, marvelous Marvo," the crowd chanted. Marvo scratched his head. "Marvelous, I was aiming for magical." Desperate, he turned to the undo spells section of his book. "Okay, let's see, reversus dankus. Or was it banana focus?" He guessed wrong. Poof! Flowers bloomed through the floorboards. Doves wearing tiny sunglasses flew around, and his cape turned into a rainbow streamer that wrapped around his legs. "Great," he sighed. "Now I'm a walking party decoration." Instead of running away, the crowd was ecstatic. "This is the funniest show ever," shouted a woman. Children joined the dancing rabbits, twirling and giggling. Marvo stood frozen, wand trembling. They actually like this. More magic, the crowd chanted. He blinked, then whispered to himself, "Well, if you can't fix it, flaunt it." Taking a deep breath, Marvo lifted his wand high. "One last try, no book this time." He closed his eyes and shouted, "Magnifico Marvo." A brilliant puff of smoke burst out, kaboom. The entire stage transformed into a glowing disco hall. The rabbits took center stage, spinning and moonwalking, while Marvo's own shoes started tap-tap-tapping in rhythm. "Wait, my feet, stop that. Actually, never mind," he laughed, joining in. When the music finally faded, the crowd went wild. Flowers flew onto the stage as everyone stood clapping and cheering. Marvo bowed, then accidentally tripped face first into his own hat. The crowd laughed joyfully and chanted, "Encore, encore." Rubbing his nose, Marvo grinned. Maybe forgetting isn't so bad after all. As the audience danced their way home, Marvo sat among his disco-dancing rabbits. He patted one on the head. "You know, lads, maybe the best magic isn't about remembering spells, it's about surprising even yourself." The rabbits nodded, still grooving to invisible music. From that day on, Marvo the Forgetful became the most unforgettable magician in town.